to another episode of Polite as Fuck.
Ooh.
Happy Wednesday.
I was getting some neck
Really
balls
good. Stretching we got going over here and cross this way. I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, welcome back. Happy Wednesday, everyone. My voice is sultry, as we decided. And I have my pimple patch on because I'm back. I'm back from my vacation. I've been looking forward to this vacation forever, and it was my aunt's wedding, and so I kind of wanted to
Hallowedding,
and I wanted
Did you guys
to
say that?
Not at all.
Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
No, this is fun. Oh man. No, everything that I kept repeating was your freaking thing from the podcast. Halloween's over, everyone. Yeah, 3 times something would happen. I'd just be like, Halloween's over, and they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just the Grinch I live with. Who hates the holidays?
Oh
apparently.
my god, literally delusional. No, so I wanted to share some of my highlights that I had from the vacation, because I'm just always on such a high when you come back from any sort of something. And so even though my face...
Can't wait to have that feeling.
Yeah, it's coming soon enough. Even though my face does not show it with my little pimple patch and my hair up, but I had a great weekend and we're feeling good. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to hear all about it.
Well, I feel like I tried to give you as much detail as I could on the car ride home, but then I was like, we just have to save it for the
pod.
Save it for the pod, as is our whole life. But yeah, it was our what I liked most, obviously, of course, we were celebrating a wedding, but it was also our family vacation that we do every summer. So even though it was because we were celebrating my Aunt Thule, we were not I don't know. It was just something around being with the whole family. We'll get into it. I just want to give some few highlights, but I will say having a no joke wedding is no joke. There is so much work that goes into putting a wedding.
A no joke wedding.
It was. I would say it's in between. If you think of courthouse wedding where you just go in and sign papers, or your most extravagant wedding in the church kind of thing. I feel like my dad's was the outdoor in the gazebo in is that Minden Park?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Minden Park, with a few people, but then you have our friend's wedding where it was very, I mean, we just saw the behind the scenes, we just saw it for what it was. But I think this is my first wedding where I was where it was not just a little family get together. It was actually, no, we have an aisle, we have a time, this is when you play the music, this is when she walks this way, and then we do the first look, and it was all very planned to a T. And this was my first time seeing it behind the scenes and the amount of work that comes into it. My aunts made these for everybody that was staying at the Airbnb. So they got this huge ass property right outside of Yosemite, where it was it was an Airbnb, but it was the main house next to the river, and then you kind of walk up the driveway, and there's a second house. Both of them they got, and they were both huge. Both had a bazillion rooms and bathrooms and couches and everything, so everyone was really comfortable. But the majority, all of the wedding party and most of the family and a few friends were staying at the houses.
I love that.
So that was, I love that idea, because it just makes things so much easier. And I think originally they were supposed to have the wedding at that space, in that Airbnb, but they ended up having to move venues because there weren't too many people showing up to the wedding to be allowed on the property. I don't know, it was this huge thing, but it ended up working out beautifully because the place that we were at was perfect, an actual wedding venue. But my aunts made these little goodie bags for everybody that was staying at the Airbnb with their own personalized towels. My aunt has this, one of my aunts has this Cricut. Do you know what those are?
You can print stuff.
Oh my God, she's a wizard. Everything was personalized and embroidered, or no, because it wasn't sewn in. It was just like
Like your
stamped.
initials.
Yeah, you could do your initials.
Or
She
was
did
it your
our
full
name.
name?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
bunch of stuff like towels, like little candle holders, chocolates, Advil, Alka-Seltzer, the important things, like all this stuff. It was so
That's
cute.
so cute.
So
I
like
love
the
that.
attention to detail that I feel like it makes to like plan a wedding was fucking wild, and seeing it beforehand. Like a lot of it they did all themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really nice. We did our like Halloween party, I guess, in the Airbnb, and that is when like, you know, we had like the rest of the family and friends show up, even if they weren't staying at the Airbnb. And like, I think that night was one of my favorites. I think wedding night obviously was the best, but just the pre-party is just always so much fun. Waking up to my sisters being like, all right, here's your coffee, here's your tequila shot, let's go. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Ooh.
And like,
how did you do with shots?
honestly, there were times, I'm not gonna lie, where I had to like, you know, like I really had to make sure that went down. But I'm like, oh hell no. My sister was like, you're not about to party with all these people in San Diego. I see your location. I see where you're at after work. And I'm like, all right, you're right. I can't take a shot there and not take a shot here. That's so messed up. But it was tough.
Yeah.
But I think when you're like just already feeling good, it's just so much easier. So that was really nice. But yeah, like the party and stuff, like pre-party and everybody doing everything. My aunt made these like for the wedding. They wanted these like during the cocktail hour while they were doing like family photos and stuff. She wanted like these cute little charcuterie cups to be like laid out. And so it had like, and everybody was up making a little caprese salad. So I don't need to explain what that is. You know what that is. And then like cheese sticks, and then like a meat stick, and then like olives and like salami on a stick, and then a few crackers in there, and
That's
then like
so
a few
nice.
grapes. And that turned out perfectly. Like it was laid out beautifully. It was so nice. So I definitely like loved the fact that we were all hanging out, but there was like something to do with your hands. So we were just always busy packing something or moving stuff to the car. So that was nice.
Was there like wedding worker people, or was it more that like there was the venue and then you guys were doing all the things
so there
to
was
set stuff up?
So there was they had a wedding organizer or planner. Her name was Amber, and holy shit, like at first, I'm not going to lie, when she came, so when they did the rehearsal on Friday, they came back because I stayed with Anis's husband and watched the kids. And when they came back, Tuli was like, Ellie, you've been begging for a job, so you have one now. Your job, I had to go wake up early with my cousin Tiger, who's been on the podcast, and we went to the venue to like help set up, decorate. And she was like, this is Amber. She's going to put you to work. You know the vision. Ellie, you know what I want. Go do it. And at first, like Amber came in and she was just like, not that she didn't give me the time of day, but she was like, okay, be there at 11. And I was like, okay. But I will have to say, and this kind of like shifted my like perspective on like event planners and things like that. One, she has to be like that. Like in order to move everybody, especially this fucking family around, like you've got to just be like, you can't hurt. It doesn't matter. You're going to hurt people's feelings, like move on. And while decorating, I just like, she had this huge back tattoo. She was cute. She was cool. She was cute. She was cool. I was like, okay, never mind. I like you. Like you're cool. You're cool. But I think just seeing her like bust her ass. She had an assistant, and then there were 3 like people at the venue assisting the decoration, but everything else Tuli paid for, and everything else Tuli did herself. Wow. So everybody was just being like put to work on like all of this stuff, and then transporting it from the Airbnb to the venue was like a whole thing too.
That's so nice though. I like love that. I feel like that makes it so everyone has, I don't know, is invested in the actual wedding, because you're like, no, like I have this thing I'm responsible for and I want it to turn out because I love this person and I want their day to be special.
I know. I was talking to Tiger Lily about it, and I was just like, both of us were like, it's so nice because you would see and hear guests walk by. And she did this, not the welcome table, the seating chart area. And one of Tuli's friends made these cute little, like, got these cups with like little dried flowers and succulents. And then Tuli and my other aunt made these like little sticks with your names on it and put everybody's names on it, like with the cricket. And so our aunt Tiger, oh my God, I can't. This was me all weekend.
Julie, Annie's Tiger.
Just go through the whole list. Called the dogs names at one point. I'm like, dear God, Luna's not even here.
Her little eyebrow went up.
So cute. So she was like sticking them in the plants and made this whole table look so beautiful with like the upside down I don't know, it was just gorgeous the way that the seating like table was laid out, and like people would walk by and say like, oh my gosh, this is so nice, blah blah blah. And so it was nice to hear that, because it does feel like it wasn't just some like rando that was doing it. Like yeah, they helped, but it was like the vision was a niece of the bride, and I love that.
Yeah, that's so cute.
It was so cute. I did the welcome table and the like memorial table that we had, and I even like putting it together and like seeing all the pictures, I was getting like teary and then emotional.
Wait,
and I was
that's
just
such
like,
a good idea.
It was really like beautiful.
Was it like a frienda type thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I'll show some pictures. I'll go through all of this with you eventually, but it was like so nice. Tuli, of course, with her cats. One of her cats had passed like very, very suddenly. Her like the most cutest, sweetest cat, and so brought their ashes with like their little cat like paper mache thing that of course we got at Disney World. But it was just
That's not what I was expecting.
I don't know, at first like you see all of the things laid out, and then once it's together you're just like, man, like the vision that these people have. The lady Amber was just like, no, if you just kind of like twist it this way, it'll look so much better. And I'm like, man, how do you know this? She's like, I do this all the time.
Yeah,
I do this
every weekend. I'm sure you see a lot of things. That's a cool idea. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Very much like if they're not going to be here. Well, I think because it was also on the wedding was on the 1st of November. We wanted to make sure that there was something there. But I think even if it wasn't, we would have, family is just so like, important. And to have like the other family's members that aren't here was really nice to see that. And the twinkle lights, it was really beautiful. But I think like the overall design of the wedding was my favorite and like so much my vibe. And like I hate to say that because obviously I don't want to be like a little copycat, but like she got these. So it was very like, it was in the woods, surrounded in Yosemite, which was beautiful. And like all of the chairs and tables were wood, which was really nice. And then the color scheme was kind of like green, gold, soft pink, but also like mismatchy. So the like table setting was like very fall with this like green garland in the middle with like twinkle lights, and like the glass, we had these candles all over the place, but they were all in different colors. Like, those little plant water things that I have in my bathroom and all over my room. They're kind of glass, and they kind of like have this like kind of body shape to it, and like a bunch of different colors of like stained glass. Like that, but everywhere, like all on the table, all up and down holding the candles on Tuli and John's like sweetheart table. They were everywhere. And then the glassware that they had on the table, like your place setting, was like a bunch of same kind of thing, mismatched color and design, like and shape and things of this like stained glass, like pink, blue, green, clear, like it was purple, it was beautiful, all tied in. And then she had for like the cocktail hour, which was so nice, on this huge like shelving thing. Everybody had like their own goblet, so it was like the same thing, same like wine glass of like stained glass of like blue, I'm not gonna repeat the colors, but but just like mismatched all over, and you just go and you grab the one. I got this like cute little pink one that looked like this. It was so cute.
Did you get to keep it?
Yeah, I didn't keep it, but I kept it like for the night.
Yeah.
And I should have kept it. That's what I should have.
You should have stuck it in your purse.
I did not. There were a few things that I wanted to like steal and take home, but I just totally forgot about it. And so I really liked that idea, is the fact that you could like walk up, just grab your glass, and that's your glass for the whole night. And it's just this cute little, oh my gosh, it just tied in so well.
And it's a good way to like, then you remember which glass is yours because everyone is unique.
Has a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I love
perfect.
that.
It was beautiful. I am not gonna lie. So getting ready beforehand, we had to be, Tiger and I had to be there way earlier than everybody else. So we were setting up, and we only had like our hair done beforehand, and then we went and did like our makeup and got dressed. And by that time, like Thule had already arrived with the rest of the group. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Bye. Good night. And so I was a little sad because I was like, damn, everybody's going to be getting ready and we're just going to be here. But it worked out because they ended up getting ready with us as well, like putting on their dress and doing like last minute touches. And I think during that time when they were doing like first look, my Aunt Terry was officiating the wedding. So she was practicing her speech while we were getting ready and walking around and stuff and make sure everybody was around. And so I'm glad that happened because John had put me in charge of the music for the day. So he was like, Amber is going to give you a signal. You're going to press this song and then you're going to pause it. And then you're going to wait for the other signal. And then you're going to press this song. And then you're going to like let it fade out. Terry's going to say her thing. And then when she says, I do, or what, it was like a whole timing thing, but they left me in charge because I was like, I got it. And then I sat down and I was like, fuck, I don't know if I got it. Because this phone, it was like just whatever.
Yeah.
And so during the actual ceremony, I feel like there was also like drama that happened beforehand, which I think shook everything else up with like friends arriving late and it being like chaotic. But once everybody got settled, I was too busy trying to like make sure I found like the cues that I missed the freaking ceremony. Like I was I was not there. I mean, I think I caught like certain things. I saw my dad not get like didn't cry, but was emotional, and like just looking at his older sister was just so beautiful. And then I see Espy crying and I'm just like, oh my God. And then I look to John's family and his brother and sister are crying, and it's just like I captured the moment, but there are certain things, like certain parts of the speech that I really, really liked that I wanted to get like either a video or something. And then all of a sudden, like I'd hear people chuckle and I'd like turn to Tiger and she'd be like, you missed it. And I'm like, God, fuck, damn it. Like, God damn it. But I will have to say, I hit the cue for the music.
Nice.
It was perfect.
You did your job.
I did my job and it was great. So I appreciated that. But damn, what a wedding. What a time. It was beautiful, really celebrating love and having the whole family there, and having John's family there was really nice, and getting to meet people, like other people were there. So that was, nice.
It was like a 3-day thing, right? You guys had stuff Friday, like the welcome drinks.
Mm-hmm. Welcome drinks on Friday at the Airbnb once everybody kind of turned up if they wanted to come in, and all like hanging out and exploring the Airbnb. And then the wedding was on Saturday, and that was like a whole day night affair. And then on Sunday the plan was to go into Yosemite to go do a hike, but I think we were just like we did a hike of our own in the like the property was huge, and there was this like waterfall, and like if only it was a hot springs, it would have been awesome. But like huge like river thing that was right there that we were all just kind of like exploring and having just like a family time. And everybody, just what I love about the family is like you kind of all like do your separate pods and then you come together and then the different pods like go out. It's just, I fucking love it. I love it.
It's so nice.
It's my favorite.
It's like you got a taste of what it could be like to be on a commune.
Yeah.
Or a compound.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, both. I feel like I know
What
my
is
dad.
the difference?
Well, I think a commune is like the village that does everything together, and then the compound is just like where you guys like live on the same property.
Okay.
My dad kept saying that too when he was leaving. He's like, I'm so sad. Even my sister, my aunt was like, how are we going to get enough money so that we can like live like this every day? And I'm like looking at them and I'm like, y'all think we could do this every day?
It would not be this like romantic every day.
We would kill each other. There would be no one left.
The idea is really nice though.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe just a little more space. Not everyone's sharing a house.
Yes, maybe not everybody sharing a house or like sleeping on couches and stuff.
Yeah.
If I got my own bed, that would be fine.
Yeah.
But it was great. I loved
I
it.
love that. That's so
I
nice.
feel like it's so hard sharing stories and like trying to explain the feeling of being there. I feel like I literally just talked for like 20 minutes straight about it, but I just like I know that like when other people are talking about it, even though I wasn't there and I can't like fully understand what was going on, like I just feel like their energy is what brings it about. And I think that like the whole next day, like everybody I would talk to, friends or family or like either side of the family, they would just be sharing their own perspective of it. And I'd just be like, the whole time, everybody was just like having such a good time and partying their ass off. And I fucking
Yeah,
love that.
I love that. That's so fun.
My dad got so drunk. I
Really?
love it, yes. I had to go back upstairs up to my house to go grab, like, I think I just wanted to change out of my outfit and just like put something comfy on. So I came back down the hill or like the driveway and I just see this like group of people and somebody is just kind of like one tall person and one kind of shorter person being like shuffling, and then I see a hat on and I'm like, that's my dad, and SB is basically like carrying my dad back to the truck.
Oh my
And it's just like a
gosh.
shuffle. It's like and I'm like, what's happening? He's like, I'm like, oh my God.
Wow. Not that I've hung out with your dad often, but I've never seen him in that setting.
It doesn't happen
That's
often,
funny.
but when it does, oh man, and we never let him live it down. Like when he came for coffee the next day, everybody was like, oh, there he is. Can't handle it, can you? It's just like, but he had the biggest freaking goblet. I swear to God, it was blue, it was huge. And
chalice.
Literally a chalice, was filled up to the brim of champagne every time he would go. And then my aunt was saying we were on the dance floor and he was trying to like bust a move with Cindy, and so he gave his cup to Terry, and it was like a song that they were dancing for a while, so Terry was just like sipping on it, and gave it back to my dad, and there was a bit left. The look on my dad's face was like, and then later I found out it was like because he had just filled that glass up, and so he made someone else go with his cup to the bar to get it, because he's like, I don't want her to see me do it again. It's so funny.
That's so good.
Oh man.
Was it like a open bar situation?
Tuli did not want, because there were going to be like some kids there and just, the Cruz family. So she only did champagne, rosé, and red wine. A few people brought flasks, which was, thank God, because there's only so much champagne and wine that we can have.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so everybody was just drinking, which I think made it, I will have to say that's a very smart move, because no one was... some people, but not a lot of people were like fucked up at the wedding. They waited until after, so that was nice.
That's good. So do you feel inspired to have your own wedding now?
Yeah. Well, in a sense, I think I would do a few things differently for like my vibe. But I was gonna say too, like as we start talking about like how we would do our own weddings, I will have to say like there's nothing like being with family, especially my family, and I'm sure you can agree with this statement, to like reevaluate your whole fucking life.
I know. You're like, oh, I guess there are important things in the world.
Like, what am I doing?
Yep.
And I can be so cynical sometimes. Like, I do think that I think the main aspect that I think I'm not a fan of is the walking down the aisle with everybody there. Like, I don't know if that is my vibe. But just like, the first look and all of these like cute little things that happen behind the scenes of even like a big party, I'm like, I don't need to be hating on that so much.
Yeah. Every wedding I go to, I'm like, I love love. Like, I love this. I think for me, why I've always kind of said, like, I don't care if I have a wedding or not is the cost of things. But I do think it's like, you can make it not $20,000+ and still have a good time and still make it like special to you.
Yeah.
And even the idea of like, okay, well, we'll just like get married at the courthouse and then have a big party after. It's like, that's still a wedding.
Yeah, it really is. I will have to say, like, I definitely think having a space whether it's like an Airbnb or like a large hotel, or you know how what are the hot springs by in Minden or in
Grover, Wally's.
Wally's, how it's like it's a hotel, so you can have different spots, but you're all like in the same spot. Something
I
like
like
that
that.
is a must for me, because the extra amount of money to like schlep everybody where they need to go, and then it just kind of divides people, and then when there's a lull, there's so many people to be like, well, I think we're tired, we'll just like go back to our hotel. Like, nah, bitch, get in the party bus and go over here and do this thing that we're all
Yeah.
doing, or like we're all meeting in this area. Like, that is a must for me, because it brings everybody together, and like it's the smaller things that I think make it more special. Like when you walk in and everybody's cooking to make the meal, or like having coffee and sitting outside. And I do like that. That
Yeah.
part was, I think, the best for sure.
I think it's too, especially if you're gonna have like a smaller wedding. Yeah, there are things that happen like after or before that you just kind of like, that is the whole part of the fun
Yeah.
of being there. Where it's like, even if you went up for the weekend, but you were staying somewhere else, you would like go back to your hotel and have the morning where you're by yourself doing your shower and all that stuff, and then you would miss all those in between. That it's like a vacation for everyone.
Yeah.
I have a coworker who did something similar, but she had her bachelorette like the 2 days before her wedding.
I love
Everyone
that.
went to Mexico. They like had the whole night. They had the bachelorette and the bachelor party like do their thing. Then everyone like recovered the next day while family was getting into town. Then the next day they had like their welcome dinner, whatever, and then they had their wedding. And I'm like, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Because then the same thing, it's like everyone's in the same area. You don't have to pay twice to like go places, and you're already
Yes.
asking people to go to Mexico. And then you just get to kind of like ride this high
Yeah.
the whole week.
Yeah.
And I think that's so fun. I really like that idea.
It's
of-
smart.
Yeah. Just
Getting everybody
going
together.
to one spot. And then it's like the wedding is just a part, like the ceremony is just a part of the whole wedding weekend
Yes.
type thing.
Yeah. I think too, another thing that made me reevaluate my life is the wedding planner, the like event coordinator.
You would
I'm like, fuck,
honestly
should
do-
I do that?
No, you should.
I was thinking about that the whole time we were interacting, the whole time we were talking, and then we were talking later in the night, just like, there's just like random ass talks or whatever, and someone was like, oh, like, Ellie, we should do, I forget who it was, but like, you should do something like that. And then I was just like, it got in my brain, because I'm like, well, one, I think it's absolutely necessary. Even if I wasn't doing like a whole, okay, walking down the aisle, you two do that. Even if it wasn't like that part, I do think I would want something like special, not maybe a bunch of people, but at least like my parents and their parents or something, just to like tie. They also, oh my God, I'm all over the place. But my aunt also did this like fucking awesome like Game of Thrones shit of like a hand wrap with like a hand wrap poem. So they used these scars, and it was like so fucking old school, like not Cuban at all, which like it's so random, but like you like hold your hands like this, and then someone like wraps it around, and there's this poem that's like, I can't remember because I was not present.
You recite the poem.
And to my love, you're wrapped in, no. No, but I think like that was so cool and so like her and out of the box. Like I would have never like thought about that. And it was just like some like random things that they had. And I'm just like, that is so, I think originally they wanted to do my grandfather's scarf tie, but I don't know if they found it or something. I don't know. So I loved that little freaking hippy dippy shit that they do. But I do think hiring a coordinator or event planner or someone to be the shepherd, because as much as like she was trying to have some of the family do it, like once I got to, there was a point in the night where we had to be out of there by 9:30, and she comes and there's like a lull. I think she saw me like walking back from the bathroom, and she's like, oh, Ellie, like come here for a second. So this stuff is going to be packed and we're going to be going. And I am like, a little tipsy and all this stuff. And I look at her and I go, what time do we need to be out of here? She goes 9:30, and I go, go, I'll be back in 40 minutes. And I run away because I'm like, no, I'm dancing. I just went to the bathroom to go take my shoes off. Like, this is not I'm not done.
Yeah.
But it is like, you do need someone to be there to like get it together, have an idea and plan. And also like, if I were to do like an Airbnb, everybody's staying together, like you really have to know people's personalities in order to be like, okay, this room is going to be this group and then we're going to do this group. I think once a lot of people started showing up, like my sisters and their partners showing up, Tuli was like, Ellie, help me. Like, where the fuck are all these people going to go? And I'm like, I got it. We're going to do this. You're going to go here and you do.
No,
I'm
honestly,
just like,
that should be a career you should look into because I think you would do so well at that.
I'll look into it. I'll have a list. I will have to say it's the first time I've been excited about work in a really long time. I don't know if I was just high, but I probably was just like, okay, I'll decorate some shit. Tell me where to go, boss.
Yeah, shepherding people.
Yeah.
Having the vision. I feel like you have the eye for those things and also the ability to be like, you're like friends, but you're also like, okay, no, actually, no, go do this thing that you need to do.
Yeah. I do like the idea of like a bohemian style wedding. I think our friend Amy's was like that a little bit. Maybe a little bit more like I loved like the canvas that she had over. Tuli didn't have that, which I appreciated because we're like out in the wilderness and it wasn't as hot as it was in North Carolina at that time.
Yeah.
But I think, definitely having someone to be in charge of all that will be a list for sure. But I don't want to steal it, but like the glass, the mismatch.
I think that's a great idea. Honestly,
so
you could
cute.
just like go to a thrift store, go to a Goodwill and just like buy out all of their like
Things.
china and stuff that they have. And like there you go.
Yeah, things. China, thank you.
Because buying that is so expensive. We have wine glasses from someone's wedding.
Oh,
right?
Cindy's daughter's wedding. Yeah, I took some of those.
Yeah,
they bought them all.
That's like a whole thing. And then it's like, what are you going to do with 200 wine glasses? Like, people need to take it. But I do think it could also be like a party favor thing where it's like, you buy all the stuff from Goodwill or wherever. And then, you found your chalice that you like, and then you get to take it home.
Yeah.
If you remember. Otherwise, it's like, well, that was 50 cents, so I don't care if I keep it or not type thing.
Yeah.
You made me think of something else that I thought would be fun.
Oh, while you think of that, I had a thought about wedding photographers. So, and I don't know anything about anything, and I know that it takes a while for them to like not develop, but like they have to be edited and sorted through and all of that. But I had an idea, and this was my like party in the moment idea, but I was like, I'm gonna remember this shit because it's so good. But I'm like, yes, having a professional photographer there is like absolutely necessary for like the coordination of like taking photos with families, like the first look, things like that. But the next day, I tried to take photos because I had my phone out and I was there and I would be whipping it out. But I'm like, the photos are like all over the damn place. Like not a lot are like super cute. So we ended up doing like a shared album. But I think there is something to be said about like having another photographer with a nice camera, and with the technology that we have now, like have a QR code posted somewhere, and as the photos are like being downloaded with that one, just like the random, not the professional ones that everybody needs to see, but like the dance floor, your random photos, just like out and about of like the decorations or people talking or the ofrenda or things like that. I'm like, it would have been nice to have like those photos readily available like right after, just to look at and to remember. Like all day we're trying to like, it was like people downloading their Snapchat videos and adding that to the album. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking post this. Like I need something that's a little bit more professional in my hands. Like we're shaky and just like, I'm like I can't take a photo. I'm like, oh no. So I'm like, damn, it would be nice to have like a designated person, because we were even saying too, like Terry made the announcement of like no phones during the ceremony. The only one that had the phone was me for the music. But then it was like, damn, now we have to wait 2 weeks to see like what the dip photo looked like, or what how the people tearing up. So it's like, I get that there needs to be editing and you want it to be done like correctly in the different sizes and stuff, but to have an extra person there of just like not like the bad photos, but the little extra ones. And then everybody has like a QR on your table that you can just scan and go through and find would be such a good idea, because I feel like, I'm just trying to make the party last as long as possible. And Sunday we're trying to look through the photos and, talk shit and, just trying to figure out who's who and what happened and place everything together. And that was hard because everybody was so in the moment. Like no one really remembered to like, oh no, like I got one photo with my sisters and my dad, and like it was not well lighting, and even Sophia's boyfriend was like, no, if we move over here there's better lighting, but then a song came on, so we were like, bye, and like ran over, and like we just did not have like the time or the energy to have, and to have like the boyfriends do it is so shitty. So I think that would be a good idea.
I do like that idea. That's funny when you said cameras, because my mind goes to, I think it'd be fun to have like little disposable cameras on the tables.
That would be so cool.
That would be another delayed thing to get them back. But I think it'd be fun because it's like a surprise. Like, what are we gonna get back? What pictures do people take?
Yeah.
I remembered what I was gonna say, and it has nothing to do with photography, but I think if I'm gonna have like a weekend or a day or whatever, I want to have fun outfits, like outfit changes. I don't need to have like a fancy ball gown wedding dress. Like I want maybe a simple like silk whatever for the ceremony, and then I want like a fun dress for after with like pearls and
I love
just
that.
like
Yes.
and like I want different outfits for every part of the thing. Make it like a fashion show.
Hell yeah. I think that is such a good idea. I love that. I've always wanted to like change into a different outfit, or like change your like shoes to like fun like shoes or something, like Vans. I'll put some Vans on or something, like cute new Vans. I love that idea. Sorry, my voice is like fading away.
Gotta wrap it up soon.
I think that's my only shit talking that I'll say on the podcast is it did bother me a little bit of how some of the guests did not get dressed up. I think that it's very clear. I think you can easily tell the vibe of a wedding by the invitation, by the setting, by the like when you scan the invitation and it says
cocktail attire.
Yeah. Yeah, let's start there. Fully says it on there. But also like when it's, you scan the thing and there's one invitation that's like, hey, show up here. This is what time it starts. Great. When it's, hey, we have welcome drinks at this time. We have showing up for drinks and hot chocolate at this time to like meet everybody, and then we have the ceremony starting at this time, and then we walk to the reception at this time, and then it's cocktails, and then dinner, and then this, and then it says cocktail attire. Like, use your brain. This looks like the setup of this wedding feels and sounds like an actual fucking wedding. Maybe you should dress like it's a wedding. I'm so confused. I will have to say, though, my sisters, Anise and I were not talking shit, but we were like, Anise and our like cousin group message was like a few weeks ago was like, make sure to wear flats or heels, no tennis shoes, because we know my sisters and everybody wants to be comfortable. So I will have to say that Isabella did have really good shoes on, but as soon as that ceremony was over, I looked at her damn feet, and there they are, her dirty white shoes. She was like, my feet hurt, Ellie. I'm like, okay. She's like, you want me to dance? And I'm like, yes. She's like, these are the shoes. I'm like, okay. But
I think that's acceptable.
But I think to your point of like, if, having like, I think a color scheme or something fun, like, of course this has nothing to do with our wedding, but the Girls Gotta Eat, one of the hosts on that show, got married this weekend as well, and so I was stalking her Instagram and all of her stories, and she what it looked like a cocktail party for Halloween, and everybody got dressed up. And I
That's
think
so fun.
our house, we were just so busy. Like the kids had their outfit on and stuff, like all the kids that were there, and that was cute. And like some of the adults had like, Halloween themed things, but like it would be so cool to do like an actual, like everybody, even if it's not costumes, but like everybody has like the same vibe or the same
Yeah,
flow. Like that
that's
is
cool.
so cool.
I'm honestly digging the Halloween wedding weekend idea.
Me too.
I think
I'm about to
it
steal Tuli's
makes
whole thing.
it makes like dressing up in a costume or whatever, like you're doing it for something. Because for Halloween, I'm just like, for what?
I know. And to be with family, it makes it more like special, especially if there's kids around too. You're like, all right, it's like
Yeah.
when you're Christmas, like when you're by yourself, you're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
There are kids around, you're like, oh yeah, Santa Claus, okay, whatever.
This is not related to weddings at all, but on Friday, which was Halloween, I went to like downtown La Mesa, and I forgot that Friday is when the farmers market is.
Oh yeah.
So it was really cute because like all of the different stands, they were like giving out candy or whatever, and then all the kids were trick-or-treating, and there were some really good costumes, and it was just like, it was a wholesome thing to see. That makes me feel like, oh, this is a cute holiday.
I know.
All the kids so excited in their little outfits. And there was one family that was like legit Adam's family. Like
Oh, I
they
love
went all
that.
out and they looked so good.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah. It was fun to see. And then I was like, okay, that was my Halloween experience.
I know. We are such Grinches sometimes, I swear to God. Like, we just come into our cave and we just like turn off all the lights. Halloween's over, everyone.
The bats are still up. The candles are still up. Charlotte is still up. The pumpkins are out.
I know. That is on my list to do soon, is like just Pinterest some things for Christmas, because I have no ideas. Halloween came to me in a dream. I was like, I want that and I want those and blah, 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 blah. And Christmas, I'm like, tear it down. I'm done.
I have the one like ceramic tree.
Love that.
We have snow, web that can be snow.
Reusable spider webs.
Honestly, I think the candles can just stay up.
Honestly, we'll make it. Hey, Harry Potter's Christmas movies too.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Make you change out the batteries every 2 weeks.
I won't be doing that. When these batteries are done,
We're done.
Time to go.
No.
Did you have any more Okay, actually, this is not related to a wedding, but for some reason, one thing I've always been really passionate about is the ring. Like,
Ooh.
whatever ring I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
And I want, like, not like a fat diamond, but I want like a big, chunky ring, and I want it to not be, like, traditional in any sense.
Yeah.
And I went and looked at my Pinterest board before this, and I'm like, yeah, I've consistently pinned like very unique, in my opinion, rings that are like the raw stone or like emeralds and a black diamond and all these things. And I'm like, yeah, I want something really cool.
Yeah, I could not agree more. I love that. Or like I saw one too, I think just scrolling pretty recently, of like the band kind of having like not like a full circle, but it had like a little, like the top part kind of had this like little wave, and the rock would fit like in, like kind of like off center a little bit, like in between the wave. And I'm like, that shit is so unique. It's so fun.
Yeah. I don't know how much those things are, but
I'm like afraid to ask. Even like with all of Tuli doing a lot of this stuff by herself, a lot of it was bought. Like the venue really only provided a few things, which was great, but a lot of it was herself. So she had to repack, like figure out how to pack it and bring it from San Francisco, and then pack it all up and get it back. And so I'm just like, damn, like I don't even know how much it is. But there's a way, I'm sure you can do it more on the frugal side.
yeah.
But I'm like, damn, a ring? No joke. It just really, I think too, just like, outside of weddings, I think it just really makes you be, when you're with family and when you're celebrating love and seeing all different types of families together, it just makes you reevaluate, like, I don't know, what's important to you. And also like, fuck, I don't want to get old. I really don't want to get old. But if I'm going to get old, I want to get old with these people. So how do we make it last? And I was fucking depressed yesterday at the airport. I was so sad, just coming down off my whole weekend and just like, damn, we don't really have like a full plan on when we're going to see each other again because it's all like up in the air. And some people are going for Thanksgiving this year, but some people are waiting until summer. So it's just like, even my dad was like, but that's the whole point of what makes it so much fun when you are with each other is that you don't get it all the time. So when you do, you got to really celebrate. And I will have to say there wasn't a lot of fighting. No, like, crazy crew. I think we were just, like, trying to lock the fuck in for Thule and, like, not... there was some drama that we tried to keep hidden, and so Sunday morning, I got a text at 7 from Anais that was, like, they were staying at the downstairs house, and I set my alarm early because I know this family wakes up at the fucking butt crack of dawn, and I don't like being left out. So I'm like, I'm setting my alarm so I can run down there, 1, to get coffee, or else there's there's none left. And 2, so I can friggin' hear everything that's going on. And I get a text that's like, there's some drama, we need you to confirm. And I go, I'm on my way. Like, immediately before my alarm even went off, I jumped up and started brushing my teeth. I'm like, I'm coming. Wait for me. And then Thule, same, I'm walking down. She was like, can you tell me what happened last night? And I'm like, oh, God, I love it.
That's so fun. I do think it helps, like, to have a purpose for why you're there instead of just like, because I think about family vacations when it's like we're just here to like hang out, because then of course something can happen, but when it's like, no, we're here for this reason, everyone's locked in, then there's probably not as much fighting, but always a little.
I'm afraid to say this too, because I don't know if I want this like in writing and wherever, but I will have to say, when it's my wedding, like, everybody best prepare for a not drug-free wedding. Like, I want people to be aware that, like, I want it to be a party, and I want everybody to be happy. Bring whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Let's go. I think at first everybody was like, you know, a little nervous about like the smoking and things, and then of course towards the end. And I don't know if like the other family, like, you know how some weddings people do like kid-free. Yeah. I don't know if I necessarily want to do like a kid-free, because like I want my niece and nephew there, no other kids, but them, they can come. But then I'm like, they want someone to play with. That's I'm fucked up. But I'm like, I also want everybody else to be aware. Who I'm hoping this won't even be an issue, because the person that I'm going to be with, their family is going to be right alongside mine. So I'm not worried. But I just think that I want it to be a fucking party. That is like the end of the day what I want. I just want everybody to be so happy. The whole time.
Whether it's natural or not.
Yeah. Fake happiness.
Drug-induced or just your own dopamine.
Yeah. Literally.
I love that. Well, I'm not even close to being married, but I'm feeling inspired. And even you saying, like, being around family makes you rethink things. Like, I had a sibling FaceTime on Sunday, and it just talking with your family, you're like, okay, don't look at me. Anyway, family's awesome, and I'm excited to someday have a wedding, and I'm excited for my sister's wedding next year. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Glad she gets to test it out first.
Yeah. You're gonna have such a good time. It's gonna be so it'll be really fun.
Yeah. Just hearing your ideas. And even like when I went to Darby's wedding recently, I was like texting Julie ideas. I'm like, here are some things. And hearing yours, I'm like, there are just all these little things that you can piece together. It doesn't need to be like this traditional, okay, well, your dad walks you down the aisle and you say your vows and you exchange rings and you eat and you dance. It's like you can do all this other stuff too. Yeah. Which makes it fun.
Yeah. I love it. I have so much. I mean, I could talk about that. Like, more and more ideas are like flooding into my mind, but I'm like, Ellie, you're just going around in a circle now.
Maybe when we get closer to actually
getting married. I literally, there was a point in the night, because I knew all of the couples were going to couple up and I was going to be there. So I grabbed Marcelo, the child, and was slow dancing with the child. And I go, he's heard me, but I go, dear God, bring me a man. Dancing with this babe. Dear God, bring me a man. Please, I beg you. And everybody's laughing and I'm like, I'm not joking.
It's getting a little joke.
Oh my God.
It's gonna happen. You said it this year on the podcast. You feel good things are coming.
Good things are coming.
You just keep thinking that.
I'm gonna be like old and decrepit. Good things are coming. we need to leave.
Yeah. I think we need to wrap this up. But happy, I don't know. November. Yeah, thankful for you guys.
Seriously, for real.
And if you're thankful for us, could you give us 5 stars or subscribe or tell your friends, because that'd be really awesome. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Polite as Fuck Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.